Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman. Thank you so much for joining us again for another video. We are doing the Transformers series. We posted a poll on Patreon probably about a week or two ago from when this comes out. We put a list of different movie series on there, individual movies in Transformers 1. And we've gotten two general reactions to that news. One of which is, oh yeah, Transformers. Can't wait for Jen to react to that one, see what she thinks. And two, how are you guys gonna let Holden and Jen waste their time with Transformers? It's garbage, oh my gosh. Two different polarizing opinions on this series. But the patrons have spoken. It was, almost, I think a little over 1,000 votes. And Transformers came out on top, so we're gonna be knocking out Transformers. We will be doing a couple other movies kind of intermittently. So if you're not a fan of the Transformers movies, we can watch some other stuff, here throughout the week as well. I definitely have some opinions on the Transformers movies. I definitely have some opinions on the first one, but I am looking forward to watching it with Jen. What do you know about Transformers, and how are you feeling going into the first one?
I don't really know a lot about Transformers. I just know Michael Bay is involved,
Yeah, he's
which
the director.
I love Michael Bay. I love all the films that I've seen that he's done. Aside from that, I really don't know much. I know Shia LaBeouf's in it. Don't know who else is in it. Don't know what the storyline is. The only exposure I feel like I've really had with it is we went to Orlando and they had, I guess, one of the machines.
Yeah, Transformers ride.
What are they?
Transformers, robots.
Robots.
Autobots, if you want to be specific.
Yeah, they had one of the machine robots from the movie. So I saw that, but I don't have any reference for it. So beyond that, I don't really know anything, but because it's Michael Bay, I'm really, really excited to check it out. I'm hoping that it's good, but it does make me a little nervous whenever there's a movie where it's really polarizing. It seems like there's just as many people saying like, Transformers, as there is people being like, Transformers. So a little worrisome, but I'm excited to check it out.
Well, good. This movie very much is in the spirit of Michael Bay. So if you like Michael Bay, you'll definitely be, it's definitely a Michael Bay movie. I'll put it that way. I remember when the trailer for this movie came out. This movie came out in 2007, the same year as Spider-Man 3. The trailer was one of those like really simple, not too revealing trailers. And it was this the Mars rover rolling around, and then you see the shadow of one of the Decepticons, and all of a sudden you see the rover just get crashed and the signal was cut. And that was it, just this nice little tease. Transformers comes from a line of toys back that were really popular in the 80s. They made a show actually to advertise the toys. It was one of the, back in the 80s was a whole lot of that. They would make TV shows specifically to market toys. There's a really great documentary series on Netflix called The Toys That Made Us. They did a whole episode on the Transformers toys. It's very, very good. I'd highly recommend you check it out. And they were able to bring some of the original voice actors from the animated show into the movie. In particular, a guy named Peter Cullen, who does the voice of one of the main robots, one of the main Transformers. Get little goosebumps whenever I hear him. But before we get into it, we can't forget the comment of the day. Today's comment of the day comes from Roy Rogers, who says, I hope everything goes good with the move and the nightmare ends. I hope you guys can get your internet back. I can't imagine what you guys are going through. Madness, I suppose. Good luck on the move. Thank you so much, Roy. As of filming this, we're trying to get a little bit of a backlog because we are supposed to be moving August 1st. Now this video should be coming out, might be just a little bit after that or right before, around that time. So we should be getting moved. It has been an absolute nightmare. If you're not familiar, we have been stuck in this house for over 100 days now without internet. It has been very rough, especially with content creation. It's been very, very difficult. And the hoops that we have to jump through to make sure that everything gets uploaded in a timely manner has been rough. We should be moving on August 1st, fingers crossed. We've had different dates set in the past that something has happened, something's come up, and we've just been stuck here. I cannot wait to get out of here. So thank you so much for that comment of the day. I really hope that this nightmare ends as well. But before I say any more, I say we go ahead and get into it. The first Transformers movie.
Before time began, there was the Cube.
Peter Cullen's voice.
The power to create worlds and fill them with life. And so began the war. And the Cube was lost to the far reaches of space. An unknown planet called Earth.
That's where we're from.
So Megan Fox was in this one and the next one?
Correct.
And then she was...
Right.
Was that Tyrese Gibson? Hey!
Gators and crickets.
Him too.
Yeah. Josh something.
Josh Duhamel.
Yeah. I like how they're already like filthy, like they've been doing stuff prior to this.
Just can't wait to hold my baby girl for the first time.
Of course, always got to throw that in there. We don't want anything bad to happen to him because he's got a little girl at home. Gosh, I hope things work out.
Decent crackers, Holden. Rock
stuff.
vibes.
We will escort you.
Yeah. Nobody directs action like Michael Bay. That's for sure. Even this, just like the camera's like swooping around and
Got that gospel in the back.
The what?
That gospel noise in the
Oh
background.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
the gospel noise. So Michael Bay. It's high noon right now. That shot doesn't even make sense. So did you hear them? They said that's the chopper that was shot down.
Have your crew step out or we will kill you.
Ooh.
What?
Ooh.
So this is a transformer or whatever?
Yeah. Woo! Tyrese. Woo!
Wait, so is this that cube thing?
No.
Hey, he was in House.
Michael Bay always makes teachers look like moronic nerds.
The ice is freezing faster than it's melting.
That's not how it works.
I feel like we just watched the History's Mysteries episode on something like this.
Oh my gosh, History's Mysteries was awesome.
Here's the quadrant. I'm going blind and crazy in a psycho ward. Drawing these
Psycho ward. Is that the terminology they use?
discover.
Okay, might be.
What would Jesus do?
You're not getting a Porsche. For your first car?
I don't want to talk to you for the rest of the day.
Oh, Bernie Mac.
I'm hot, makeup smelting, hurts my eyes.
Didn't Bernie Mac die?
Yeah, he did.
Uncle Bobby B, baby.
That's my mammy.
Hey, mammy. If I had a rock, I'll bust your head, bitch. Same as
Wow.
you know?
Jesus.
Yeah, she did. Feel good.
I don't know nothing about this car. Mammy!
What?
You said cars pick their drivers.
Well, sometimes they pick a driver with a cheap ass phone out the car.
Sold a car the other day.
Jeez.
Come bang this stuff out, baby. 4,000.
What? John Voight?
Uh-huh. The snakes are coming, yeah.
They're so young.
The car was attacked, so there were no survivors.
All right, Mojo, I got the car. Now I need the girl.
Boston.
Oh my gosh.
Couldn't we have hired a professional?
Wow, you do that for Boston and Falcon.
I would.
I got a feeling it ain't over.
I recognize him from the Bench Warmers. Maria.
You tried out for the football team last year, right?
Yeah, what's it about?
Sucking at sports?
No, your friends will love it. You know, it's got mazes in it and, you know, little coloring areas.
Yes, Limo.
Yeah, Chimichawa Slimo.
This is not a toy. These 22s, I don't want you grinding them.
You'll call me.
Now's your chance.
Gotta get out of my car right now. Stranded or anything? You sure?
Classic Michael Bay.
You can duck down if you want. I mean, it won't hurt my feelings.
Oh,
Weakness for hot guys, for tight abs and really big arms.
disco ball.
Flex up.
Do you have any classes together?
Yeah. Language arts.
Oh.
It was like, you know, it's no radio too, so. Friend of yours. I'm not a romantic.
I don't get the deal with this car.
Double pump.
It squirts the fuel in so you can go faster.
Oh.
It looks like your distributor cap's a little.
Michael Bay.
Well, you know.
Took them 3 hours to get home.
Shallow.
I guess so.
There's a lot more than meets the eye with you.
Good route.
Well,
Good route.
that was the old Transformers slogan. Transformers, more than meets the eye. So that's what he said. There's more than meets the eye with you. Robots in disguise. I'm literally Sam with Wiki. That new that over there. This is supposed to be George Bush. Can you ring me up some ding dongs? Ew.
They are getting it.
Avengers. Oh
Gosh.
wow. Shooting in the plane too.
General Kenobi!
But it worked.
Ladies Man 217.
No, 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 no. My car!
Nice house.
Yeah, for real.
I'm in pursuit, right on you. Find busty beauties under my bed. It wasn't mine.
This could never be you, Boston.
No, sorry. Take the keys. I don't want them. Not me. The guy's inside.
Shut up. Walk towards the car.
The only countries with this kind of capability are Russia, North Korea.
That's not correct.
Explain then how our latest satellite imagery shows North Korea doubling its naval activity.
There is nothing on Earth that complex.
Mojo. Is that what the kids are doing now? What was that? You eyeballing my piece, 50 Cent? Are you on drugs?
Josh Duhamel, watch out.
Cool scorpion looking thing.
What the hell?
Oh my gosh.
I have a credit card!
Sir, the attitude is not going to speed things up.
Left cheek! Left cheek! Left cheek!
But have you heard about our Premium Plus?
What a premium package!
Boston, I can't see.
Too bad.
Shut up, bro!
What are you doing here? Are you playing those video games again?
Oh my gosh. Gosh.
Camaro in my yard.
Satan's Camaro.
Stop!
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
See the stuntman's face in that last shot. To punish and enslave.
What?
Listen to me.
Was that one of the machines?
I'm out of the car.
Ooh.
Stop! Oh God!
Oh.
Oh my gosh. What?
Are you username ladiesman217?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm still a little confused about the glasses.
Well, they showed a little, they'll explain, but they showed a little analyzing thing that there's more to the glasses than meets the eye.
Okay, gotcha.
Sam, what is that thing?
You have to get the car.
It's like I'm watching the Power Rangers Turbo movie. Boston, what is the deal with you?
But his car is a machine.
Yeah. Woo!
Oh, that's the one that I saw at Orlando.
Yeah, it's Bumblebee.
Why is it called Bumblebee?
Well, it looks like one. Just his name. Some guy at Hasbro came up with it.
Why is Bumblebee fighting the other?
They'll explain.
Can I kill that?
Jesus.
Like this little tiny machine.
Yeah.
Or are they all like named after animals?
No.
It's probably Japanese.
Yeah. Talk to the radio?
You're wonderful. You're wonderful.
So, what was that?
Down like visitors from heaven, hallelujah!
Any more questions you want to ask?
Well, I have the only seatbelt here. You know, safety first.
Nice.
Transform back into this piece of crap Camaro.
Now you pissed him off.
From Kill Bill.
Does this come first or Kill Bill?
Kill Bill. Jeez.
100 times cooler than Armageddon. I swear to God.
Did Michael Bay direct Armageddon?
Are you the tooth fairy?
Yeah.
So they can like become anything
Any-
or insert themselves into anything?
Yeah, they can like scan technology, in this case vehicles, and transform into them. Yeah.
Does this one have a name?
Oh yeah. This one has a name.
You like Sharky?
Yeah, it's Sharky.
Is it? I mean, it's blue. Black Panther symbol?
No, that's the Autobot symbol.
What?
The Autobots?
What?
Well, I'll explain it. I don't want to ruin it.
Oh, he looks nice.
Are you Samuel James Witwicky? My name is Optimus Prime. We are autonomous robotic organisms from the planet Cybertron.
What's cracking, little bitches?
My first lieutenant. Designation Jazz Ironhide.
Oh, like Ironside.
The boy's pheromone levels suggest he wants to mate.
Oh.
Right? Yep, second and none.
Megatron followed it to Earth.
Oh no, not the dog.
Megatron crash landed.
That's the bad guy?
Yeah. It's the main bad guy.
How'd you know about his glasses?
eBay.
So they put the plate of donuts out here to test your guilt. If you don't touch it, you're guilty. She did! She did! What you want?
Downloaded a file, all right?
File.
Download a foil.
File.
Let me talk to you.
Right? Oh, well, just another thing you did for me, Debbie.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, my bad.
Sorry, my bad.
You have a rodent infestation. Terminate.
No.
Leak lubricants all over my foot.
The male dominance thing, that's all it is. This isn't hiding. This is my backyard, not a truck stop. Oh, God. No, this is my mother's flat. Okay, listen, you got
Oops.
Quiet, he wants us to be quiet.
Sam?
Why are you so sweaty and filthy?
I'm a child, I'm a teenager.
We heard voices.
Depression, what you're doing here. You're ruining my youth, okay?
Ruining my youth.
Were you masturbating?
Was I masturbating?
Judy.
It's a father and son
Father's
thing.
Call it Sam's happy.
Oh, yeah.
This man doesn't even care about his family.
Quick.
Blown transformer. Power pole.
A blown transformer.
I'm a friend of Sam's.
She can hear you talking, Mom.
He fist bumps his son.
Never heard of it. Never will. Son's the great grandson of Captain Archibald Wickety, is he not?
Oh, he's from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Bingo! Tag him and dang him.
You hang out with Optimus Prime too long, you're gonna get cancer.
This is like a do whatever I want and get away with it badge.
Right.
I'm gonna lock you up. She's a criminal. Criminals are hot.
Yeah, dude, what?
Time to talk.
Woo! Oh. Oh yeah, baby.
Children was a bad move.
Whoa!
Oh, he's got a pinky ring.
You don't seem
he is.
afraid. Get out of the car.
I have a record because I wouldn't turn my dad in.
It's a clip-on tie.
You're right.
They already know. Speaker.
That's it, right there.
Pretty sure this is where Michael Bay filmed that helicopter scene in ambulance. Ooh.
Hang it, Michaela.
It's just like kicked him.
Oh, I don't like this. Oh no. Bumblebee.
He's just spraying the guy with it.
This guy's a wank.
Yeah.
No way to free Bumblebee without harming the humans.
Sector 7, Advanced Research Division.
Never heard of it.
This was classified above top secret.
Yeah, that was the trailer, just the footage of the Martian thing.
Oh, that's cool.
I bought a car. Turned out to be an alien robot.
He'll die in vain if we don't accomplish our mission. Very primitive.
Isn't that coming from their guy who wanted to just kill everyone?
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. If all else fails, I will unite it with the spark in my chest. That's
Oh, heck, he's gonna die.
a necessary sacrifice to bring peace to this planet. Autobots, roll out!
Autobots, roll out!
Oh, and her juvie record. That's got to be gone. Like forever.
That doesn't get that thing wet, I don't know what will. I'm just joking around, guys.
No, you're
Just
not.
kidding, I'm
No,
just
you're
joking
not.
A gravitational field screwed up his telemetry.
I mean, that's Megatron. He's the leader of the Decepticons.
Fact is, you're looking at the source of the modern age. Microchip, lasers.
Well, yeah, they came here looking for some sort of cube-looking thing.
Didn't find it until 1913.
1 year after the Titanic.
Matching
thing.
hieroglyphics on the cube as well as in.
Got his body back. Devastator. You can tell these are toys from the 80s. Bone Crusher.
It's like wrestlers in the WWF.
All hail Megatron.
Oh, no, man. Freddy Krueger had 4 blades, man. That's only 3. That's Wolverine.
Jeez. Woo!
Trying to unfreeze him.
Yeah. Come on, Optimus. Even if they cut that stuff out, I mean, it's not just gonna like melt right away. Set it to defrost for 48 hours before you can put it in the oven.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I'm gonna count to 5. I'm gonna count to 3.
No, stop! Let him go!
We're gonna take you to the Allspark.
You see that? Sam, get in.
Guy is just something
I
else.
know. Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness, the destruction!
Woo!
Lord Megatron. Where is the cube? The humans have taken it.
I like how evil they sound.
Yeah,
Fail me yet again, Star.
they look really evil too.
How do we get the signal?
No one ever came in here to dust this place off. Michael Bay did a lot of car commercials before he got a feature. The all-new Chevy Camaro. All the movies just became product placement for other things. Woo. Oh no, not the Grand Caravan. It was a family of 4.
That's cool.
Come on, Optimus. Ooh. A lot of practical stuff here as well. I got bus blown up.
I mean, that looks really good though.
Yeah, it does. Oh no. Little Timmy.
Cool, Mom!
Woo.
This is what I was looking for. It took a while to get here.
Yeah, we're getting there. Optimus with his sword. Don't mess with Optimus Prime.
Shoot that motherfucker!
Dad, looking out the right side.
F-22, 12 o'clock.
It's Starscream!
Furbies.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Please get up. Bumblebee, get up! Come on!
Army Black Hawk inbound here.
Oh, Bumblebee.
Take the Allspark, kid. Woo!
Oh my gosh.
Uses rockets to shoot himself up. Jeez.
I'm having a hard time keeping track of like who's.
Who's who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want a piece of me? You want a piece? No! I want 2!
Jeez.
That was Megatron?
Yeah.
Listen to me, you're a soldier now.
I mean, not really.
Yeah, hardly.
A lot of people are gonna die.
No matter what happens, I'm really glad I got in that car with you.
Aw.
We could do this later.
Now's your chance. Drop trow. Oh no, never mind. All right, but that was just, I'm just joking around, guys. I'm so sensitive nowadays. Optimus Prime.
Prime!
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, the destruction is on another level.
They deserve to choose for themselves. Join them in extinction!
I better get away from the window. What are y'all doing? I told you. I told you twice.
So they want to evacuate Sam out with this cube. Do they know where they're going to go with it?
I think right now it's just getting it away from Megatron. There's honestly a miracle beyond belief. He hasn't just been killed by some shrapnel.
Right?
Oh, that's so cool. But you know that gust would have just shoved him into the ground.
Give me that cube!
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh my gosh.
I wonder why the Allspark makes all of them evil.
Right.
I don't know what that's about.
Oh. Good for Bumblebee though. Look at him. No.
Looks like someone needs some freedom. How long has he had that thing?
It's the same thing in The Rock. Don't. If he frickin' dropped it, I'd lose my crap.
Optimus, can't you turn into a helicopter too? No, it's got to stay a truck. Always a truck.
Is it fear or courage that compels you?
Hey, screw that.
Never given you this Allspark.
Oh, so unwise.
Oh!
Oh yeah.
I got you, boy. Oh, battle mode.
Disgusting. You and me, Megatron.
Oh yeah.
One shall stand.
One shall fall.
You still fight for the weak. That is why you lose.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What is his plan there? Shoot him in the crotch. Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
So destructive, so chaotic.
Sam, put the cube in my chest now. Oh, Sam.
What is he doing?
He's putting it in Megatron's chest.
Oh, I didn't know that was an option. Why didn't he tell him to do that?
You left me no choice, brother. We are in your debt.
There's Bumblebee.
There's a Bumblebee spin-off movie.
There is?
Yeah.
What's it called? Bumblebee?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, Jazz.
Oh.
He's holding him in two parts.
Permission to speak, sir. I wish to stay with the boy.
If that is his choice.
Oh my god, I love that.
Is that really going to be good practically? I mean...
Cheese and crackers.
Oh good, he finally got to hold his daughter for the first time. They're just going to do this on top of Bumblebee, a sentient being?
Like us, there's more to them than meets the eye. I am Optimus Prime. We are waiting.
Directed by Michael Bay.
You know, they...
The government would let us know. Duck and cover.
John Turd. That sucks. There you go, Starscream. All right, just finished watching Transformers, very much in the vein of Michael Bay. I got a few thoughts on the movie. I'd love to hear what you thought of your first time watching it.
I thought it was pretty good. Better than I thought it was going to be. I loved really all the action in it. Shia LaBeouf, you know, I feel like I'm just neutral with him, but he was pretty good in this film. I have to give it to him. Megan Fox, I didn't really think she needed to be in it, honestly. So I guess I'm neutral with her. I guess they needed like a romance aspect to it. So, okay. Love John Voight in this, did not expect him to be in this film. A lot of familiar faces. Josh Duhamel. I really like him as an actor, but I didn't really understand him in this film either. Other than that, I thought it was a great film. I loved the Transformers. I thought that they were great. I loved Bumblebee and Optimus Prime. I thought they were just great. Also, low-key, the parents were hilarious. I loved them in this. It added just like a little bit of comedy. I wish the scenes between Optimus Prime and Megatron were a little bit sooner in the film, or earlier on, I guess. I wanted to see them like battle it out, and I wish they would have focused a little more on it. I know we got some in the end, but I wish it would have been more focused on that. That was like the height of the film, you know? I really was looking for that. It was a lot of information to take with, you know, them describing like what happened and who is who. And I did have a hard time also at the end figuring out who was the bad guy besides Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, because you could tell who was who because Optimus Prime had the like purple and the blue or whatnot, and Bumblebee was yellow. But besides that, I couldn't tell any of them apart. So I wish they would have been a little more distinguishable, I guess. However, I really love them. I love the idea that they were able to kind of transform into these like vehicles and then go back to being these huge machines or robots. Definitely could tell that it was a Michael Bay film. There was a lot of scenes that The Rock is like one of my all-time favorite movies, and there was a lot of scenes that I felt like were a callback to that movie. Shia LaBeouf had the flare, and that was a scene from The Rock. And I think even the helicopter coming up was a little bit of a callback to that. So a lot of stuff is like absolutely Michael Bay's like stamp. The images and the special effects I thought were really creative and unique. You know, I haven't seen a movie close to this. This is, for me, very, very new. It makes it even more interesting that Megatron was like kept by the government and in secret, having them in their basement, you know, chilling them out, not doing anything with them, besides like advancing all our like electronics, and I think they said like microchips and stuff like that, which I thought was really interesting. She's kind of on the sidelines, but I don't even remember her name, but the blonde that was working with the secretary, I loved her. She was like Australian, I think. I loved her role, and I thought she was great. She knew what was up, and she's trying to tell them, and I absolutely love that. So I loved her character. How many movies are there of these, or follow-ups?
5, and then...
There's 5?
Yeah, and then Bumblebee makes 6. If we watch that one, I don't know.
I would be interested to check out the Bumblebee movie. 5 movies is a lot, so I think that would drag out for me. I think this would be good as a 1 movie, but I don't know about seeing any of the follow films. Anyways, I thought that it was a pretty great film. The special effects, I have to say, looked really great. I really expected them to look a lot choppier or a lot more just cheesy in general, and they weren't. The destruction scenes looked really like on point, which I did not expect. And I don't have any complaints. That's probably my favorite thing about this movie is the Transformers and how good the special effects were. Pretty great film. I don't think there's anything else I want to add.
The special effects are great. They're fantastic. If correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure it's the internet, it will. But they did some pioneering special effects stuff for this movie to work, because if you can't make the Transformers look real, the movie doesn't work. Michael Bay, despite how I feel maybe about his storytelling, he's a master action director. He's probably the best, if not one of the best. He does a really great job of using practical elements to sell the CGI effects, like the scene where one of the Decepticons runs through a bus. They practically blew a bus in half. So they take out half the work, and then they have like fire real world as a reference for their digital fire. They used a lot of HDRIs, high dynamic range imagery. So they were able to get real world lighting for their robots and stuff. So a lot of really cool stuff like that. Because even for 2007, this looks pretty good, even by today's standards. It was one of those movies that we got to see like a real practical, realistic looking, almost photorealistic looking city battle. I think the only other movie, the Avengers came out, you know, in 2012, which is several years after this one, but they got a lot of, it seems like a lot of the beats from that movie from the first Transformers. I like thinking of this first Transformers as kind of like its own contained thing. It's probably the deepest of all the Transformers movies. Common critique of Michael Bay that I do agree with is that he's a lot of style, not a whole lot of substance. As you pointed out, did Megan Fox really need to be in the movie other than just being eye candy for some of the boys? Did Josh Duhamel and, you know, his little band of misfit guys really need to be in the movie? Did they add really that much? The hacking team was great because, you know, their Decepticons, little Decepticon guy was trying to break into the military thing, so they were needed in that aspect for the plot. They needed to be there. But really, did the military guys and Megan Fox need to be there? I agree with you. I really like Shia LaBeouf. I think that this is one of his first like main roles outside of Even Stevens. I remember he was in a movie called I, Robot with Will Smith. That was the first time I saw him like in an actual movie. It was the first time I ever heard him swore because I watched him on Disney Channel and Even Stevens. And then this was his big, you know, his big role to big claim to fame. I'm looking forward to going into the next few. Granted, it has been a little while since I've seen them, so I'll try to go in with some fresh eyes. Shia LaBeouf's in the first 3, Megan Fox is in the first 2, and then Mark Wahlberg takes over in 4 and 5. So he's the main character in 4 and 5. Haley she's in Bumblebee. Bumblebee is like its own thing, whole different cast and everything. So yeah, what would you rate this one?
I really enjoyed the story of the Transformers, just kind of the lore. That was probably the most interesting aspect for me. I think the issue was there was too many familiar faces in this one. Should have focused appropriately on Shia LaBeouf's character. And I understand Jon Voight, but as far as the other, Josh Duhamel, Megan Fox, I could have watched the movie without them and it wouldn't have affected my grading at all. I'm gonna go, and also I have to mention that it's a completely different like arena for me. I haven't ever seen any movies like this. So I like that aspect, that it's very fresh and new for me. So I think I'm gonna go with an 8.
I hear you. This was a very, very unique movie. I levied some criticism kind of about some of the story elements or things that didn't need to be there. This is a great popcorn flick. It's a great summer blockbuster type of movie. It is really entertaining. The action is done really well. Visual effects are all great. Performances are pretty solid across the board. Storyline wise, it's probably the best of all of them. So don't get the wrong idea. As far as the first Transformers movie, this one's pretty good. So I'm kind of in the 8 range as well. I know it's easy to be hypercritical of Michael Bay, but if I ever had the opportunity to work on a movie with him, I mean, I would take that in a heartbeat. I mean, the guy knows how to make a fun movie. So I'm in the 8 range too. This is a solid action blockbuster picture.
I'm actually changing my score.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do 8.5
okay.
Because I rated another movie 8 and I realized that I would watch this again and it was a lot of fun and it was enjoyable for me to watch. So I think it deserves a little bit higher of a score. There was some things throughout that I was a little bit like, come on. But I think overall, it's a fun film and my interest is piqued with the actual Transformers. So I think that's the bulk reason why I'm rating it a little higher, just because it's so fascinating with Transformers and I love Bumblebee.
Yeah, I can't go wrong with Optimus Prime. He's great. I mean, especially in these movies.
Yeah.
He's actually a great example of like a really strong masculine force that's also like gentle and trustworthy. You know,
passionate.
He's got that, there's something about his voice that's like, you don't mess with him, but he's got your back, you know? So I like that way Peter Cullen does Optimus Prime. But of course, these are just some of our thoughts on Transformers. We'd love to know some of your thoughts down below. I said earlier that we're going to be watching at least I guess all 5 of them, but we'll be interlacing some other movies in between. So if Transformers not your thing, we'll have some other movies that you can watch along with us as well. Like this video if you enjoyed. It does help the channel out a lot. Subscribe, you'll be notified when we post the next one. And check out Patreon. You can watch stuff like this early. You can also watch the full-length reaction along with us over there too. You'll just need your own copy to sync up the footage because we cannot legally display the full movie. We want to encourage you to purchase or rent or however you want to do that. But anyway, that's it. Jen and I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care.